There's a new sport in New York, and it pays people to almost die. They call it swimming, speeding through live traffic for views, filming near misses, and cashing in on chaos. BMWs, Lambos, and one guy who checked Instagram at 120 miles per hour. In this video, we're counting down 10 crashes that went viral for all the wrong reasons. Number 10. The BMW pack disaster. We'll start with 3 BMWs moving through Manhattan like wolves. Red M3, black M4, and a 330i all looking coordinated until the guy in back gets greedy. Watch this red BMW see a gap that's 6 feet too small and say, "Screw it anyway." He tries to thread the needle between 2 cars and destroys both of them, takes out some random Honda with a mom just trying to get home from work. But here's the plot twist. There's been a police cruiser following this whole convoy for 2 miles. 3 swimmers, 1 crash, 0 brain cells, and the officer didn't even need to chase anyone. The next crash is all about bad timing. Number 9. Daddy Money's cursed timing. Meet Daddy Money, cruising Queens in a BMW M3 with his crew looking absolutely spotless. His M3 is making 500 horsepower and looks completely stock from the outside. But Daddy Money decides to overtake another swimmer and completely misjudges the closing speed. He smacks into the other car at 85 miles per hour right in front of an unmarked police cruiser. This man really just committed vehicular assault directly in front of a detective. That's not bad luck, that's the universe telling you to find a different hobby. Daddy Money went from flexing on Instagram to explaining himself in handcuffs in about 30 seconds. From here we head to Brooklyn, where one driver's confidence turns into pure chaos. Number 8. The Infinity Confidence Crisis. 2 M4s were cruising through Brooklyn at 2 a.m., cutting through late-night traffic like butter when some Infinity driver saw them and thought, "I can do that too." Not only does he completely lose control and spin out, but he takes 2 innocent cars with him. A delivery driver trying to make rent and a nurse heading to her night shift both got destroyed by this random guy's overconfidence. The Infinity driver walked away completely fine and even posted about this crash on Instagram like it was some kind of achievement. The 2 people he hit are still dealing with medical bills and trauma from having their lives destroyed for someone else's content. After this, a Porsche driver learns physics doesn't care about price tags. Number 7. The Porsche Reality Check. Here we have a Porsche driver who thought German engineering could beat the laws of physics on an empty stretch of highway. That Porsche 911 Turbo S makes 640 horsepower, costs more than most people's houses, and has stability control designed by rocket scientists. None of that matters when overconfidence meets reality at 85 miles per hour. It's almost like the car just decided it's done cooperating and starts dancing with the guardrail like it's auditioning for a crash test video. Nobody got hurt, but this clip went viral because it proved even $200,000 sports cars can't save you from your own stupidity. The comments were brutal, with people saying, "Bro really bought a Porsche just to prove he can't drive." Then comes the crash, where the driver simply disappears. Number 6. The Shock OG's Vanishing Act. Shock OG was this underground swimmer with a bright green BMW M4 who never showed his face and always wore masks. He had 150,000 followers watching him swim through NYC traffic when he took his car to the Grand Central Parkway to film content. He was trying to pass a yellow taxi on the shoulder at insane speed when reality kicked in hard. A streamer's reaction with another POV is enough to sum it up.
Oh, he got another point of view. Oh!
Shock OG's video cuts off immediately after impact with no aftermath footage or explanation. The man just vanished from the internet entirely, and nobody knows if he got sued or just realized he nearly killed someone on camera. While we're in the dark about what happened after the crash, we do know the next crash made someone a millionaire overnight. Number 5. License's $1 million mistake. License is the king of this whole scene with 340,000 Instagram followers who has turned reckless, driving into a multi-million-dollar business. In March 2024, he's swimming with influencer Quan through heavy Manhattan traffic when everything looks controlled, right until License makes the worst decision of his life. He checks his phone for exactly 1.3 seconds, and in that time, his BMW becomes a guided missile.
I like these niggas, bro. I like these niggas. Why you oh my God.
The collision sends another swimmer named Dooley flying off the FDR Drive like he got hit by a freight train. Here's the sick part. Dooley is legally blind in one eye and physically could not see License coming. License's crash video got 4.2 million views and made him $80,000, while Dooley racked up over $300,000 in medical bills. The settlement was sealed, but word is License paid out 7 figures to avoid criminal charges. After this, a copycat in a Camry tries to keep up and pays the price. Number 4. The Camry catastrophe. A Porsche 911 and Mercedes C63 AMG are flying through midtown traffic like pure automotive poetry when this Toyota Camry driver sees them and has the worst idea of his life. This man looked at 2 cars worth $250,000 combined and said, "My 2019 Camry can totally keep up with that level of performance." It absolutely could not. He rear-ends the Porsche, clips a construction barrier, and turns his daily commuter into modern art, while dozens of witnesses film everything. The memes started immediately with Camry versus German engineering trending on TikTok, but underneath the jokes, this crash shows how swimming culture influences regular people to attempt things their cars just can't handle. That Camry driver wasn't trying to be famous, he just saw something cool and wanted to try it. It seems cool to try, but not when the next crash destroyed 2 innocent people's lives. Number 3, 540 SNOs. Double destruction. 540 SNO built his reputation pushing his BMW 5 Series way beyond what it was designed for, treating a family sedan like a track car until physics called in a debt. He's flying down the FDR Drive at 120 miles per hour when traffic shifts without warning and 540 SNO clips not 1 but 2 completely innocent cars. This shows the dark reality that swimming crashes average 2.4 innocent victims per incident. While the victims suffered injuries, 540 SNO bought a newer BMW and kept making content like nothing happened. Number 2, Squeeze Benz's $250,000 stream. Antonio Ginestri is only 19, but he's the face of swimming culture with 794,000 Instagram followers and a $300,000 Lamborghini Urus that does 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds. On May 16th, 2024, he's driving with streamer N3 on through Queens with 40,000 people watching live when a car rear-ends the Lambo so hard the airbags explode like grenades. That crash video made Squeeze Benz $400,000 from views and merchandise sales. The algorithm literally rewarded him for nearly dying on camera, but that same footage gave the NYPD everything they needed. Antonio got arrested 2 weeks later, and the kid who made millions from breaking laws finally faced consequences. But all of the crashes so far are nothing compared to our number one crash. Number 1. One stock F30's final drive. Andre Beadle was different from every other swimmer on this list because he actually knew what he was doing behind the wheel. At 25 years old from the Bronx, Andre understood racing theory and engineering while other swimmers were just rich kids with fast cars. He drove a purple BMW M240i and kept it looking mostly stock while being more careful and skilled than anyone else. A few months before the accident, he'd already had a wake-up call when a late-night run ended in a minor spin-out that left his car scraped, but him unhurt.
But the part that bothers me the most about all this is the fact that Andre had crashed the same car a couple months before this one.
Andre would race on real tracks in Pennsylvania when he wanted speed and made videos teaching people about safe car modification. Other swimmers respected him because he wasn't just some teenager with daddy's credit card, but someone who actually understood driving. He represented the responsible side of swimming culture, and his followers learned real automotive knowledge instead of just watching crashes. On November 6, 2024 at 1 a.m. on the Nassau Expressway near JFK Airport, Andre was racing a Jeep Trackhawk when both cars hit over 100 miles per hour. We can't show the actual crash here because YouTube doesn't allow graphic accident footage. But investigators say he lost control, slid off the roadway, and struck a light pole. The impact was catastrophic, and he did not survive. Fellow racers, rivals, and even people who hated swimming culture showed respect because Andre was trying to do things the right way. His death proved that no matter how skilled you are, physics doesn't care about your reputation, and when something goes wrong at 100 miles per hour, the outcome is always the same. Every crash in this countdown teaches the same lesson. Swimming isn't skill, it's gambling with physics, using other people's lives as collateral. Since 2022, swimming crashes have increased 340%, while social media views increased 1,200%, because the platforms literally pay people to almost die on camera. Every viral crash inspires 50 new swimmers who see the money but don't see Andre Beadle's funeral or Dooley's medical bills. Which crash hit you hardest? Was it Andre Beadle's tragic death or seeing squeeze bends make hundreds of thousands from nearly killing people? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, drive safe out there, and see you in the next one.